Okay. So. Also, weiter geht's. Weiter geht's. So. Letztes Mal hatten sie eine Art Bombe entdeckt. Und dann wurden sie gerufen, dass die Türen sich öffnen und so weiter und konnten nichts mehr weiter gegen die Bombe machen. Jetzt ist wahrscheinlich wieder so ein bisschen mehr Gameplay, ein bisschen mehr Escape Room Zeug zu tun. Gut, also Chromatic Doors have opened.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
The doors have opened.
Das wurde gerade eben schon gesagt, Alice.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
Naja, fast. Wir haben 5 Minuten. So our options this time are,
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
File laid out our options. Option A. Luna and I pair up with Clover to open the green door. Tomoyoshi and Dio pair up with Alice to open the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Phi to open the blue door. Also wir können mit Clover in die grüne. Luna and I pair up with Phi to open the red door. Tomoyoshi and Dio with Clover. Blue door. Kay and Quark with Alice. Green door. Also wir mit Phi in die rote. Also Option A. Moment, ich mach mal direkt Abstimmung. Außer jemand kennt das Spiel und weiß, welche Option die beste wäre. Welche Türe? Mit Clover in grün war das, glaube ich. Mit Phi? Oder? Ich glaube mit Phi in rot. Mit Alice in die blaue. Alice in blau. Tomoyoshi und Dio mit Phi in grün. Kay und Quark mit Clover in rot. Okay, das sind die. Start, Poll. Auf geht's. Bitte mal abstimmen.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay. How are we going to do
Need
this?
a system here or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
Also wir. Most
The
what?
people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you and Tomoyoshi.
No way. I refuse.
But well then, what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a vote.
Haben wir dafür Zeit, Alice? Ich glaube nicht. A vote. So we all just like raise our hands for the option we want.
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Okay. Tough. Pick something else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
Die mögen mich alle. So option B then. I'd like to go with Phi. What? Aber ich konnte... You good with that, Luna?
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
Darf ich jetzt gar nicht entscheiden?
I'd like to go with option A.
Alle wollen nicht. Ah. You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
So 2 votes for A and 3 votes for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Which one do you want, Clover?
I want to go with option C.
Oh.
Mark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Option Z had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was going to have to go with the majority. Ah, dürfen wir gar
10
nicht.
seconds remain
Okay, anscheinend dürfen wir
until
gar nicht.
chromatic doors close.
Schwarzbild? Was? Also, Internet spinnt mal wieder. Naja, doof.
9, 8, 7.
The doors are closing. Let's go!
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've gotta get to the blue door.
Right.
Ah, dürfen wir gar nicht. Okay, dann ist der Poll auch für den Arsch. Aber mal gucken, was... Okay. 2 Stimmen für mit Clover in grün. Und sonst gab's nichts. Also 100%ige Wahl wäre auf Clover gegangen. Schade, dass es nicht so ist. Jetzt sind wir natürlich mit Alice da eingesperrt. Luna, Alice and I dashed towards the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark and Kay had ended up with the red door. And Vi, Dio and Tenmyoji had gone to the green door.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Schade. Alice hat keinen guten Einfluss auf Clover. Irgendwie nicht so ganz, ne? Mensch, müssen die viel laufen. Okay. Ha. There are 3 doors here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Ja gut, können wir nichts machen. Fertig. Game over. But there's a weird lever thing over here.
Try pulling it.
How about you try pulling
Hey,
it?
what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last AB game?
Yeah, of course I am.
Please don't fight. We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble.
Ihre Stimme kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor.
Please?
Ich kann es nur nicht richtig einordnen.
Very well. I'll pull the lever then.
Irgendwoher kenne ich ihre Stimme.
Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead. See if I care.
Ach, Alice. Tada! Open. Fertig. Gut. Sehr schön. One of the doors opened.
Only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving.
Alice, sei nicht so. So harsch. Oh, ist aber nice hier. Ich glaube, hier können wir bleiben. Aber sogar ein Garten mit Tomaten, Alter. Nice. What is this place? Das ist wieder Bild. Wunderbar. Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, I remember the doors at Bee Garden or something. What's a Bee Garden?
It probably stands for something. Maybe beautiful?
Huh.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Gott, Alice, zieh dir was an! Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but
Was macht denn die?
this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
Auf Autodegree.
It's huge, though. We'll
Vielleicht
wear
bringt's ja
ourselves
was,
ragged
ja.
trying to search the whole thing.
This must be the exit. Damn, well, so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Ja, gerne. Let's get to it then. Gut, Seek a way out. Hier auch wieder, ich klicke rum, lese nichts vor, außer irgendwas ist wichtig oder so. Wie bei dem Spiel davor halt. Cross the water to get over there. Clicking the blue arrow will move you from the current area to an adjacent. Okay. Oop. 3 red buttons. Nothing happened. Broken. Pressed them in a specific order. Vielleicht. Metal Rod. Waterfall. Something built into the rock wall behind. Wonder what's back there. We can't get to it though. Natürlich, du kannst dahin. Du hast bloß keinen Bock, nass zu werden. Als ob ein bisschen Wasser einen hindert, irgendwo hinzugehen. Map. Box. Treasure chest. Connected to the drawing above. See. Yeah. Also unter dem Pilz ist auf jeden Fall eine silberne Truhe. Unter den komischen Blumen. Gold. Der Musterstein. Silber, Bronze. Island. Island, okay. Grass. Let's look for something with green on the top. Wollten wir uns nicht aufsplitten. Da hinten sind die Blumen. Den Pilz habe ich da vorne gesehen. Right shape. Okay. Red spotted mushroom. Ja, Grab halt. Oder will er sich die Hände nicht dreckig machen? Ich brauche eine Schaufel. Wahrscheinlich, weil da hier eine Schaufel drin ist. Ah, Schlüssel. Ein Diamantschlüssel. Steel colored Schaufel. Natürlich brauche ich eine extra Schaufel, um irgendwas zu graben. In lockerer Erde. Oder allgemein Erde. Da, Grab. With silver lid brauche ich wahrscheinlich einen silbernen Schlüssel. Ein Baum. Ne. Ja gut. Dann nehme ich an, der bronzene Schlüssel ist dann für ein bronzenes Ding. Da ist was. Paprika. No, that's a pepper. Bell pepper. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them. Nicht in Deutschland. Aber gut, jetzt kenne ich den Unterschied zwischen dem englischen Bell Pepper und Paprika. Why is it split in half? I'm not sure. Let me take a look. Ein gelbes Münzchen. Gut. Tomato. Several red tomatoes hanging off it. Leaves. Zwiebeln. Okay. Gurken. Tutui ego eris. Was ist Latein? Lecture Tombstone. Mr. Tufui and Mrs. Ego Eris. What? Well, that's what it says. Tufui ego eris. That's an epithet. A phrase they liked. What does it mean? Beats me. Nelly Luna. Latein. Okay, keiner von denen spricht Latein. Do you see that keyhole? Ja, habe ich gesehen. Das ist ein Metalldetektor. Okay. Sah von der Ferne ein bisschen aus wie ein Kescher. Skunk Cabbage. Das Weiße ist ein Blatt. Okay. Never done anything to you. Ja, komm. Goldene Box. Jetzt war noch die Bronzene. Wenn ihr mich seid. Gold Key. Schmallknife. Aber den Gold Key können wir mit. Gold Key. Ja. Okay. Ein Drittel eines Puzzles anscheinend. Ah, Piece of Metal. Das können wir eventuell daran stecken. Tatsächlich. Nice. Aber wo ist denn Insel oder sowas? Wahrscheinlich, ne? Ja, wahrscheinlich hier irgendwo. Mit dem Metalldetektor wahrscheinlich. Da. Da ist. Nee. Gut. Das kombinieren mit dem. Da. Können wir das schon kombinieren? Okay. Ah, jetzt können wir das da hinten aufmachen. It's perfectly. Jetzt habe ich nicht aufgepasst. It got dark. Light up there went down. Stargate sun. Nighttime. God needs nighttime. I guess so. In meaning. If anything changed. Da ist ein Stern. Hey, look at that. Stars. Stars come out, wenn es Nacht wird. Ach, da sind noch mehr. Rot, blau, gelb. grün, rot. Rot, blau, gelb, grün, rot. Okay, Schaufel habe ich nicht mehr, heißt die Schaufel brauche ich nicht mehr. Was könnte ich denn mit dem Messer machen? Messer. Mosaik. Löwe. Oh ja. Die Waage muss irgendwie einen Sinn haben. Okay. Hab eine Idee. Metalldetektor oder hier. Kai. Tomati aufschneiden. Okay. Schauen wir noch schnell bei den Gurken. Okay. Weiß. Mir fehlt immer noch ein Schlüssel. Haben wir die Metalldetektoren noch? Nee, dann brauchen wir den nicht mehr. Können wir das Papier hier benutzen? Ja, okay. Der ist verdächtig. Aha. Gut. Gut, jetzt haben wir das Papierzeug. Links, rechts, rechts, links, Mitte, Mitte, rechts. Links, rechts, rechts, links, Mitte, Mitte, rechts. Ja, zu weit gegangen. Links, rechts, rechts, links, Mitte, Mitte, rechts. Yeah. Okay. Da können wir schon mal die rote reintun, weil die roter Stern. Bla 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 bla. Wait. Ach so. Ich habe gedacht, das hat was mit den Sternen zu tun und der Farbe. Hat mich nämlich schon gewundert, warum wir keinen blauen. Bla bla bla, Bäume. Hat mich nämlich schon gewundert, warum die keine blaue Münze hatte. Ja, das ist. Okay. Okay, grün ist das Schwerste. Grün, gelb. Was? Was? Just flew everywhere. More than 5 times it triggers the spring. Kann ich. Grün. Gelb. Ups. Weiß-rot. Warum werden die Dinge rumgeschleudert, wenn man weniger als 5 hat? Grün. Gelb. Weiß. Ist falsch rum noch. Upsi. Mein Mathe hat gerade ein bisschen geschwächelt. Wishy noise. Something unlocking. Actually a door. Screen inside of it. Try touching them. Press the start buttons in the correct order. Wenn ich das noch wüsste. You can do it. Ja. Schon ein bisschen her. Lila, blau, gelb, grün, rot. Lila, blau, gelb, grün, rot. Ach komm. So dunkel ist auch nicht. Weg. Grün. Save Password. Jetzt bräuchten wir aber noch das andere Passwort für das Bonuszeug. Und Rot, Weiß, Gelb, Grün. Ups. Okay, keine Ahnung. The size. Gott. Danke für den Tippspiel. Grün, lila. Gelb, blau, rot. Check out the screen. Screen's changed. Okay. Sonne, Mond, Sonne. Yeah. Lot of stuff here. Eine Map. Floor B. Map we found in the crew quarters at floor A. A is the top floor and B is the bottom floor. Okay. Ambidexcard, eine Mondkarte. Nein. Wo ist das? Ne, war der Testzeit. Das war aus dem vorherigen Spiel. Diagramm. Just forget void nowhere. IQ ist Immunoglobulin. Das ist ein anderes Wort für Antikörper. Werkzeug, das Bakterien und Viren bekämpft. Keine Ahnung. Und ein Schlüssel. Sonne, Mond, Sterne. Yeah. Goldpfeil. Secret. Ice 9. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version of Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. There's a rumor that says all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. Interessant. Ha! This refers to Gentaur Hongo. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participated in a ordinary game in 2018. He's the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. Morphogenetic field theory. This theory holds that there is a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everything in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, song, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. And information contained, transmitted, or created by manners is held in the morphogenetic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenetic field theory is true, however, then it would mean that in a sense all humans are espers of a sort. Da habe ich letztens, beziehungsweise habe ich mal was mitbekommen, das ziemlich interessant ist, weil angeblich, weiß nicht, ob Abakus euch was sagt, also Rechenschieber, der ist anscheinend ungefähr zur gleichen Zeit in der westlichen Welt und in der östlichen, halt Asien und so weiter, entstanden. Angeblich ohne dass da halt Kontakt dazwischen war oder sonst irgendwie. Heißt, angeblich soll halt dieser Rechenschieber gleichzeitig in Asien oder ungefähr, also nicht gleichzeitig, aber halt im ungefähr groben Zeitraum halt an mehreren Orten in der Welt erschaffen worden sein und keiner kann sich erklären, warum genau oder so. Habe ich gehört. Ich weiß nicht, ob es stimmt. Hat mir jemand mal erzählt. Immunoglobulin is an important part of the body's defense against viruses, bacteria and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IG replicator found in the lab gets its name from immunoglobulin. Integer factorization. Factorization is the process of reducing a number to a series of numbers that, when multiplied together, give the original number. When taken to its logical conclusion, this will yield a list of prime numbers. For the purposes of factorization, 1 is not considered a prime. Das ist richtig. Example of prime factorization, bla 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 und so weiter. 2, 3, 5, 7 and 107 can only be divided by themselves or 1, which makes them primes. Dieses Factorization ist ganz hilfreich beim Kürzen von Brüchen. Tu fui ego eris. A relatively well-known Latin phrase. It might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles, but it actually means something like, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Sometimes used as an epitaph. The implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess. SOIS. Special Office of Internal Security, or SOIS, is an elite intelligence organization under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. They investigate potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or the citizenry. Their stated purpose is to maintain peace, but their charter authorizes them to arrest, detain or even kill. Scary. Und die da hinten sieht aus wie Alice. Hat uns das Spiel einfach mal so gespoilert. Böses Spiel. Ja, so. Wer? Clover? In dem Spiel ist Clover, glaube ich, 18. Ich glaube, im Spiel davor war die da nicht 13 erst oder so? Ich weiß gar nicht mehr. Was ist denn jetzt mit dem Schlüsselloch dahin? Ich glaube, der Schlüssel passt da nicht rein. Warum musst du einen Countdown machen, um die Tür zu öffnen, Frau? You found it! Yay! No sooner had we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door sometime earlier. What are you guys doing here?
We gotta be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Das ist auch schon 18. Okay, dann habe ich was vertauscht. Dann habe ich mich vertan. Okay, dann ist 909 tatsächlich ein Jahr erst vergangen. Oder ein Jahr alt. Map, alright. I dug the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right?
Das ist richtig, ja.
And which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
Oops. Right here. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You wanna have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited.
Okay, dann gehen wir halt da lang.
So?
Sure, let's have a look. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Treatment center. Oh, die haben Mini-Quallen, cool. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Wow, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Alice.
Hey!
Nicht nett.
You wanna start something, lady?
Calm down now, son.
Moment, was? Heißt Clover ernsthaft mit Nachnamen Field? Ernsthaft? Der ist ernsthaft Cloverfield? Okay.
You don't cool off a bit and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
What?
3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Woher weißt ihr davon?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's
Woher weißt
something
du
called
das?
Ice 9.
What? Woher weißt du
It
das?
freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you.
Yeah.
That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a
Können Sie
ridiculous
einfach testen,
misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Das kennen wir doch schon aus dem letzten Spiel. Warum muss es nochmal erzählt werden? Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen? I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them.
Also ja, gut.
So I told them something.
Das ist realistisch, ja.
If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah. I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. Mensch. War das vorhin schon? War da nicht irgendwie was anderes gestanden? Memento Mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun.
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look!
3 more doors.
Ah, das ist ein anderer Ort. Okay.
They're all glowing white. You think?
These might be the next set of chromatic
I'd
doors.
bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right, let's head back to floor A. Muss das den kompletten Weg anzeigen, den die gehen? Wir können nicht einfach überblenden, wenn die hier in dem Warenhaus wieder ankommen. Scheint mir ein bisschen unnötig.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hallo.
You finally returned.
Yeah.
I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something
Yes.
happen?
It's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Wetten, der hat irgendwie versucht, das scheiß Armband runter zu machen und stirbt jetzt, weil er so dumm war. The mutant shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. Also ich hätte absolut nichts dagegen, wenn Quark der Erste ist, der stirbt.
Quark. Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Ich meine, irgendwann bin ich mir sicher, wäre auf jeden Fall irgendwann mal wer gestorben. Und ja, ich hab nix dagegen, wenn es Quark ist. The mutant grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Na, Alice ist ein bisschen zu wichtig. Noch zu mysteriös und zu wichtig für die Story.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Oh, right. Well, we've got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but...
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom.
Ich kann
It uses
lesen.
nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Das ist mir scheißegal, wie das funktioniert. Mach einfach. So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark?
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Haben wir das schon mal gehört? Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean?
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Ah. Di and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stayed behind after the AB game and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like, one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well,
Am
Adam
besten gar
says
nicht.
there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Wieso gibt's eigentlich überhaupt noch Doktoren, wenn's in dem Universum Adam gibt? Der sagt, was die Person hat und sagt, wie man das heilen kann. Braucht man normale Doktoren gar nicht mehr.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
Wegen der Story.
I'm sorry, but Theo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
Bestimmte Krankheiten.
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure. The three of you went to the treatment center, right? You're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Ja. Ja. Warum tun wir den nicht da rein? Treatment pods. That's it. If we put Quark in one of those pods. For a moment there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
What?
Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Was hat der da in der Hand? Der hat da irgendwas in der Hand.
Get away from me!
Bäh.
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Then
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this.
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body!
That
They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go!
Ja, lasst ihn einfach. Lasst ihn einfach machen.
I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me!
Der will sich ja selbst töten. Bloß, wir sind so dumm und halten den davon ab. Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good. Thanks, whoever that was. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are you going to do? We've gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No.
No.
Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superel Beta.
Soperil?
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
War das gerade eine Pistole?
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Ah, okay.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault.
Warte, Level 25.
It
Glückwunsch.
probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
Oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
Gleich 12. Ich glaube, Persona 5 spielen wir dann heute doch nicht mehr. Beziehungsweise in dem Stream. Können wir dann im nächsten Stream machen.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Tenmyuchi's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Now dein Wunschbit war. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Wait! Alice! We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Warum haut den die jetzt ab und bringt sich nicht einfach um? Damn it! I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation had put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit! Which way did she go? Right? Left? I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her?
Yeah, I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood? Tenmyuchi, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
At Vice Command we scattered, filtering off into the different doors. As I ran I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet? Vielleicht. Lounge, blah blah blah. Nope, niemand da. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else. So, geht er jetzt hin? Treatment Center. Anstatt dass er die anderen Räume auf dem Geschoss, wo er gerade eben erst schon war, erstmal abklappert, geht er lieber erstmal in den unteren Stock. Shoot, nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark. I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. Ding, 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 ding. Keiner da? Oder? I'd only gone a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Oh, haben wir sie gefunden. Ah!
Oh, there you are. Good.
Oh.
I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah.
Tut mir leid now.
Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. As was lighter than I'd expected, and Fire and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. Kommst du weg? Gibt bestimmt noch mehrere Chancen.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
Und warum haben die in den ersten Stock ins Infirmary Center gebracht und nicht in die Infirmary und nicht ins Treatment Center?
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
Okay.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Uh-oh. On our way back, Phi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No.
No!
What's going to happen to her?
Warum grinst du so, Clover?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Yeah.
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Wait, what about those pots in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelivir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
As he spoke, Tenmyoji moved over to Quark and lifted his small, unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him, and something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. Ah! Is this medicine?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Excelliv.
Excellivier!
Yeah.
You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Nur die Person retten, die eh niemand mag. Das ist richtig, ja. Leider.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person.
Was? Das ist doch ganzes... Was?
The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
Ja, dann füllen wir halt den Rest mit Wasser auf oder sowas und teilen das erstmal.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Fi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the hell is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
What are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're going to save them both?
How?
That's... I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. To be continued. What? What? Oh. Gut. Ja gut, ist wie halt das erste Spiel. Wo du halt hier Cliffhanger hast und musst dann erst woanders weitermachen und gewisse Hinweise oder Details finden, dass du dann hier dich an Sachen erinnerst, die du in anderen Zeitsträngen gemacht hast und so weiter. Also wie im ersten Spiel. Aber überrascht mich, dass wir jetzt schon so weit hier sind von der Story her. Dass da gar nicht mehr so extrem viel wirklich kommt. Ich nehme fast an. Ja. Ja. Okay. AB Game Round 1. Okay, das ist dann. Ja, das ist Ally und wenn wir Betray genommen hätten, wären wir da hier dann lang gegangen. Interessant. Das ist Into the CDs. Chromatic Doors, Cyan Door. Okay. interessant. Genau. Sozusagen. Aber es ist ein guter Punkt, denke ich mal, um vorerst zu pausieren. Ja, wird recht interessant. Also ich bin noch nicht ganz dahinter, was das Ganze, was die Message sozusagen vom Spiel ist. Aber wir haben ja noch genug anderes Zeug, um es rauszufinden. Weil die Sache vom ersten Spiel war ja einerseits eben das komische Gelaber mit der Titanic und bla bla bla. Und halt insgesamt das große Thema war, dass es Sachen gibt, die gleich sind, gleich gemacht werden. Und Sachen, die sich indirekt irgendwie beeinflussen. Dass wenn plötzlich was passiert, dass das dann woanders genauso passiert und so weiter. Und sozusagen Informationen irgendwie weiter übertragen werden. Und so. Ich weiß nicht, ob das Spiel auch darauf hinaus will, dass das im Endeffekt das gleiche Grundthema hat, bloß halt anders erzählt. Aber das sehen wir irgendwann noch. Wir haben ja auf jeden Fall noch ein bisschen was zu tun. Wo wir dann direkt beim nächsten Mal weitermachen, müssen wir mal schauen. Also entweder hier direkt, dass wir dann Betray nehmen. Oder bei den ersten Türen, dass wir uns für eine andere Tür entscheiden. Mal schauen. Nächste entscheide, ob ich auf eine der längsten. Ja. Da hier. Ich frage mich, was das genau für eine Entscheidung dann ist, die da hier gefällt werden muss. Ich nehme an, es wird wahrscheinlich irgendwo noch eine andere Ampulle geben, die mit der man dann die zweite Person auch noch retten kann. Okay, jetzt fängt's von vorne an, ne? Ja, okay. Fängt's von vorne an. Okay. Ah ja. Schauen wir mal dann beim nächsten Mal.